Gender equality definition. The concept of gender equality implies that men, women, and LGBT should receive equal treatment in all aspects of social, economic life, and human rights, such as education, health, culture, marriage, family, employment. Gender equality aims to balance for all genders, including men, women, and LGBT in social fields such as economy, culture, politics. International organizations are aiming to provide equal rights to each gender in social status, particularly in the election. The essence of gender equality: prevent domestic violence happening, create a balanced community. The greater in gender equality, the more attached to individuals of each country. Gender equality is one of the fundamental rights of every global citizen of birth. Women have enough ability to become breadwinners of families. Sharing household chores leads to prosperous relationships. Gender diversity in leadership roles boost business performance. Through various programs that we fund, allow the foundation of our organization provide women and girls opportunity for leaderships and mentorships.
The cause of gender discrimination. The main cause of gender inequality are social prejudice, including rigid and traditional notion of values and the role of men and women have been identified as the underlying cause of gender inequality. While the impact from other aspects of this old concept has diminished over time, the value of the role family care attached to women continue to be firmly maintained in thought like the behavior of men and women in all walks of life. This value is also ingrained in the mind of women that, in many cases, they are willing to sacrifice their happiness and their progress to fulfill that role. Women also take into account the notion in that, in order to preserve family happiness, women should have lower education than their husband. These things have influenced women's opportunities and jobs. More women than men believe that the husband is the breadwinner of the family and that the wife's custom is to take care of the children and the family member. Cultural assumptions about men that are more suitable for leadership position are barrier to women's participation in social political activities. Women participate less in political activities and participate less in local government. The proportion of women who are party members is only half that of men. Gender equality and discrimination throughout the world, providing specific examples. Gender equality and discrimination throughout the world. In Vietnam, similarly in the developing world in general, there's an enormous number of women that are suffering from working poor, earning less income, and are more often affected by unemployment and lack of working conditions than men. Women in Vietnam are predominantly found in lower paid occupational fields or in vulnerable employment. The majority of women works as unpaid family workers, and they work in a largely informal working environment as migrant domestic workers, home workers, and street vendors. Vietnamese women often had less access to productive resource, education, skills development, and working opportunities than men.
Education is one of the clearest examples of gender discrimination. Unfortunately, most of the girls are out from school at the age of 9 or 10 when they are used to work all day at home. 9 million more girls than boys miss out on school each year, according to UNICEF. In developing countries, girls do not finish primary education because they have to take responsibility of household tasks. In Vietnam's countryside, for instance, girls are not in school because they are scared that they may face attacks, including having acid thrown in their face. These are some ways that we can promote and support gender equality. In daily life, sharing household chores and child care equally. According to some studies, women are likely to have chances of suffering from mental illness, depressed by chores burden, especially the overload of household chores. Household chores and children's care are every adult's responsibility. Stop making racist attitudes. Stop making comments that offend women, black people, indigenous people, members of LGBTQI community, and any other groups. And if you hear such comments, talk to anyone that closest to you and tell them to stop with friends and family-list racist, homophobic, and transphobic insults. Help women gain power. As regards politics, consider ways to support the promotion of women and LGBTQI in the arts, sciences, sports, and other fields. Working environment. Higher diversity, pay and demand the same salary for equal work. It is important to observe and support companies that pay the same salary, benefits, and bonuses to employees with equivalent positions. Provide or request anti-bias training.